So my career in insurance started many moons ago. After I'd finished studying my A-levels, I actually applied for a job at Ralston Alliance and worked within their call centre.
I decided to work in insurance mainly because when I finished studying, I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do. My dad actually worked in insurance and it was him that suggested it to me.
My career in insurance, as with most people, I think, was kind of not really planned. I left college with some A-levels, didn't really know what I wanted to do, applied for a claims negotiator role and actually realised that there were lots of opportunities for different roles within insurance.
After graduating uni in 2008, I joined Parsons as an account handler. I'd always seen myself in a more creative role, so in 2012 I took on the marketing executive role and quickly had to learn the fundamentals of marketing and apply new strategies to help the growth ambitions of the company.
I work on the private client side at Parsons. I've been an exec here for now 2 years. I've worked here for now 4.5 years and I deal with anything high net worth.
The reason I got into insurance is because I wanted to retrain, do something completely different. I come from a design and very creative background. I saw insurance as a way to retrain and learn new skills.
I started out as a claims underwriter and later on moved into being a claims handler for a broking firm. So my day-to-day role involves speaking with the clients, seeking as much information as we can about what's gone wrong, what it is that they're having an issue with or why the client is alleging negligence.
My day-to-day role in insurance is really varied. That's the thing that I enjoy most about my role. Even though I work in insurance, everything that I do in my role is not necessarily all about insurance.
So my role as compliance manager is to cover the regulatory aspects across the whole group, the Parsons group. What I most enjoy about my role is the technical aspect, the problem solving, the learning, every day's different, all of those things knitted together.
My job at Parsons is a marine client advisor. So essentially I'm responsible for the broking of existing and new marine clients and all of the tasks that come around that.
So throughout my career, I've been really lucky to have some amazing role models. My manager at the time was a woman and she really encouraged and helped me to understand what I was capable of, gave me confidence to achieve more within my career.
So early on in my career, I did have an external mentor called Alex. Alex was a very experienced marketer and it was great to have that outside opinion and someone to share ideas with as I was finding my feet in my new role.
Also, I was quite lucky in that I worked for AXA Insurance at the time when Amanda Blanc joined AXA, a really pivotal kind of figurehead for women within insurance. She transformed the company that I was already part of and again was really inspirational.
I think the biggest misconception to me about insurance is that it's just sales. Yes, you know, there is a sales element and that is an element of the business, but there is also more than just one path.
A big misconception is insurance is very boring and one-dimensional. I can assure you that it isn't.
I think the biggest misconception that I would like to change is that it's very set in its old ways and it's very historic and people sat in their offices twiddling their thumbs.
The industry isn't like that anymore. I think in the past it perhaps has been a bit like that, but actually now a lot of the industry is at the forefront of technology developments. It's much more forward thinking than it ever has been before.
There's so many things that we work on that we haven't even discovered yet. Analytical or new risk management surveys that we're coming into. I think it's really exciting that we don't even know what insurance looks like for the next 5 years.
Whilst I appreciate the topic does sound a bit dull and a bit boring, actually it's more about people. It's about relationships with, regardless of what role you have in insurance, it's all about your relationships and building those connections and those networks.
One of the things that I love is that I'm there to support the clients and guide them through what effectively is some of their darkest times. And I like the fact that I can make a difference and make them feel supported.
The skills that have helped me work in this industry are adaptability, problem solving and being able to talk to people. I think that's really key.
One of the most rewarding parts of my job is finding solutions for clients and prospects and being their support, extended member of their team to help them as and when needed.
A lot of my job is collaboration based, so whether it's dealing with a colleague or if it's dealing with an insurer, I just need to make sure that the end result is good across the board for not just us but also the client.
I really love meeting people and talking to people. I love building rapport, and I can build rapport quite quickly, that being with clients, with insurers, with underwriters.
The thing that excites me the most about insurance is seeing the talent and the technology that's coming in. I mean, when I started 13 years ago, there wasn't as much technology. Everything was still paper-based. We're also seeing a lot of really talented young people coming through.
I think what excites me most about this industry is that we are so forward-thinking. There are so many different things coming out every day, new things to learn, new things to experience, and new things to be part of. It's not so set in their ways. We've got new people coming in, we're really forward thinking about diversity and inclusion, and that is exciting.
What excites me about the future of insurance is that there's actually more women within the sector, within the industry.
So when I first started out in insurance, it really was a very male-dominated world, and it was hard to make a difference back then. And it's good to see that over the years, more and more ladies come into the industry and are taking some of the top jobs.
For any woman considering entering the insurance industry, I would say absolutely go for it. The insurance industry is so vast and there's so many things that you can do, and there's definitely something you'll find that you love.
It isn't an industry where you are pigeonholed into one particular thing. The roles within it are so varied that actually you have the opportunity to develop and experience different parts of insurance.
Don't be afraid to take ownership of your own career and advocate for yourself. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious, so aim high and remember to ask for help when you need it.
You don't need to come into the industry knowing exactly what you wanted. I didn't. I come into the industry and applied for a job I didn't even know what an insurance broker was.
If I were to give advice to other women looking to come into insurance, I would say go for it. Insurance is full of opportunity and is very, very rewarding.
For anyone out there that's thinking about insurance as a career, really just go for it and work your way up, and it's a very worthwhile job to have.
I think my biggest advice for a woman going into insurance is to not doubt yourself or be afraid. There's some sort of preconceptions about the industry, but particularly in the marine industry, there is space for women.
Yes, we are very forward thinking. There is a place for you here, and I think if you have any consideration for it, absolutely go for it.